Take a look at what just losing body fat can do to your face. He didn't achieve forward growth, he didn't change his features, all he did was slim down to a body fat percentage that showed his natural features. Literally, this is the number one thing that anyone can do to improve their overall looks. The reality is, a bony face is a beautiful face. A bony face has depth and definition, and if you are at a body fat percentage that hides this, then you are not going to be receiving the halo effect that good-looking individuals receive by virtue of having an aesthetic look. I'll go into great detail about the halo effect in another video, because it affects literally every aspect of your life. But in short, it is the innate idea that people who are good-looking or attractive have other better qualities about them, such as being talented, funny, or better at something just because they look a certain way. We likely have all seen women or men laughing more when an attractive person says something, and if you're standing by and hear it, you actually know that there's no real humor in it. Like, it's objectively not funny. This is the halo effect in action. What you can do right now to make 2026 your best year and improve your looks so that you can finally see what the other side is like, because life really is different when you are seen as attractive by the opposite sex. I'll start slow with the easiest things you can start doing in the next 24 hours, but the most important things are going to come later and will have the largest effect on your overall looks. First is teeth. Even if you are the greatest looking, you will kill your results with yellow teeth, and this is not a joke. Women will completely remove you as an option if you are in this category. Would you want to be kissing someone with disgusting oral hygiene? No, of course not. And neither do women. Simply brushing isn't going to be enough. You are going to have to spend some money on whitening strips or whitening trays, which you can get from a dentist. You can never skip brushing on any day, and adding a whitening routine will help. If you want the best results, you will need an in-office teeth whitening, which is going to be more effective than the over-the-counter whitening options that are available. Next is going to be your skin. If your skin is oily, shiny, breaking out, or uneven, nothing else matters. Yeah, a pizza face is not going to be acceptable in the dating market unless you have other qualities going for you. First thing you can do to improve the quality of your skin is to improve your diet. This means cutting out high sodium foods. Yeah, that means you can't be eating fast food every day. We'll talk about bloating in a little bit, but if you want to look fat and kill your looks, then eating fast food frequently is the way to do it. You need to wash your face at most twice a day, once in the morning and once at night. Use lukewarm water with a gentle cleanser, not something that leaves your skin tight. If your skin feels tight, then that is a red flag. You are telling your body to produce more oil on the layers of your skin. This causes breakouts and gives you a shiny or greasy appearance. Even if your skin is oily, you're still going to want to moisturize with an oil-free moisturizer. You can do this in the morning and at night, and it will greatly decrease the size of your pores and reduce the shine on your skin. You need to stabilize your oil production, and within 7 to 10 days, most people see results. Every single day, you need to be applying a minimum SPF 20 sunscreen, even on days you are not going outside, or even if it's just cloudy. The sun is the quickest thing that will age you and make you look like a weathered leather bag of flesh. Every single day, apply a sunscreen designed for the face and not your average sunscreen. If you can stabilize your skin for 2 to 3 weeks, then you can add one upgrade. When it comes to your skin, you always want to go slowly with adding one thing at a time to your regimen so you can see the actual effects on your skin. Niacinamide will help your oil control and pore appearance, or you can try salicylic acid only 1 to 2 times per week. Skin improves through consistency and not complexity. And on a side note, if you are scratching your head or touching your hair, then your face, I don't know what to tell you. You are looking for a breakout. Now I'll quickly get into some habits that people will clearly notice but never compliment you on. Always clean your nails when you go out. You should be doing this even when you're not going out, but just make sure they are not overgrown and not visibly dirty. This is another thing that can kill your chance, similar to yellow teeth. Next thing is going to be daily using a tongue scraper. This can drastically improve your breath and clear out bacteria and dead cells that are just sitting on your tongue. You can always use gum or mints to help with the quality of your breath, a cheap and simple habit that will be noticed. Always having lint-free or pet hair-free clothes is going to be another thing people notice. This is a matter of just not having it visibly on your clothes. It's annoying to lint roll all the time, but the effects of not doing it are just too visible. Now we're getting close to the number one change that will affect your looks, but we need to talk about sleep and hydration. If you want to see a drastic improvement in dark circles under the eyes, you need to stop staying up late and actually get as close to 8 hours of sleep that you can. Fatigue, exhaustion, and lack of sleep are your main factors that create dark circles. In terms of hydration, you need to be getting at least 2 to 3 liters or 3/4 of a gallon of water per day. It is definitely okay to round up to a gallon, and if you are living an active lifestyle or working out, which you should be, you are going to need more than a gallon. This is exactly why you see the gym bros walking around with a gallon of water all the time. It is essential for a healthy life and a good looking face. Getting enough water will cause you to dry out much less and not get dehydrated. Dehydration is a leading cause of your skin becoming oily because the more dehydrated you are, the more signals to the body it sends to create oil on your skin and to try to trap moisture instead of releasing it. Now finally, and it's pretty obvious that this is going to give you the most dividends to looking better and actually physically attractive. Just start lean maxing. You've probably heard it before, but the sooner you do it, the sooner you will see results. Lean maxing is just the act of working out and going to the gym, just getting lean, losing body fat. Let's be honest, you aren't going to get a partner if you are overweight, unless you have other factors like having money or being the funniest person alive. That's literally some of the only compensation fat people can do to try and get women. It's always great to develop a personality and try to be funny, but if you want shortcuts, then just losing weight and going from 18 to 22% body fat to a much leaner 10 to 12% is the way to do it. Life starts to drastically change when you start losing excess weight. From my own experience of going from 250 pounds to a much leaner 185, the changes are night and day. This was a light bulb moment for me. At every step of the way, people's outward perception to me changed and improved. This was one of the key factors for me that changed my outlook to thinking, yes, everyone really is that judgmental, whether we try to fix that or not. Your outward appearance has such a major effect on people's perception of you. You can easily see this when interacting with people in service roles. The coffee shop barista, the waitress. You start getting treated better in all walks of life when you start getting indicators of interest from people in these roles. You know that things have begun to change. Working out 2 to 3 times per week is sufficient, but going more frequently with a proper regimen will obviously give better results. 4 to 5 times per week is a sweet spot, and more than that, you will need to know what you're doing so you don't wear your muscles down where it becomes counterproductive. You want to do everything you can to lean down and start packing on muscle, especially for young men. Increasing your testosterone by having more lean muscle on you is actually a not so hidden secret in changing your facial appearance. High testosterone drastically increases the size of facial bones, especially your zygos and your mandible. This is one of the major secrets to increasing facial structure. This process of changing over time even affects people in their 20s, as their faces become more masculinized, starting at around 18 and going into your late 20s. The mandibles, the zygos, and even your brow ridge are all directly correlated to high testosterone. So the more testosterone you have, which you can increase naturally, the better it is for facial aesthetics. Now, losing weight is going to be your number one looks increaser you can do in 2026. It directly affects your jawline, making it more chiseled. It affects your cheekbone definition and creates a more hollowed look if you have the cheekbone structure to back it up. And even if you don't have the structure, then getting as lean as possible to bring out your natural zygomatic structure will always be better than having a round, chubby face. The next thing that will happen when you get lean is the reduction of bloat. Bloating is one of the reasons you look completely different from morning to night. It really is a night and day effect. If you have less fat in your face, then your body will literally not be able to hold as much water in your face. Your fat holding excess water in your face is going to be directly affected by your sodium intake. You can't outtrain a bad diet. The self-control that will be needed to let your face become more defined is going to be directly affected by your diet. It really is an 80-20 ratio of your diet controlling all of your gains. And I'll mention another tip on sodium, which will actually decrease your facial bloating. Consuming a 3-to-1 ratio of potassium to sodium. This is literally designed to decrease your facial water retention and bloating. By consuming more potassium, you are signaling to your body to release more water and sodium through your urine. The 3 best potassium-rich foods are going to be coconut water, bananas, and avocados. These are 3 of some of the absolute best for increasing your potassium intake. Now I will let you know a superfood that is actually the highest nutrient-dense food on the planet. If you can find a way to make this edible, because from my own experience, if you don't know how to cook it, you will just stop eating it altogether. The highest nutrient-dense food on the planet is beef liver. Yeah, not the most appetizing, but if you want the absolute best results, you will want to add this to your diet. A 3-ounce serving provides over 3,000% of the daily value for vitamin B12, over 1,000% for vitamin A, and it's high in copper and iron. A 3.5-ounce portion of beef liver will give you about 6 to 10% of your daily needed intake of potassium, which is why it never hurts to start supplementing your potassium needs. Many people run the 3-to-1 potassium to sodium ratio, but I've seen even more people getting results with a far more drastic amount of 10-to-1 potassium to sodium, all in the name of trying to debloat the face and bring out your natural facial features. Now, if you learned anything from this video, subscribe because I will be going over some of the most effective ways to improve your looks and change your facial morphology. I'll be going over bone smashing and height increasing, even for people over the age of 20. The results people have gotten from bone smashing are some of the craziest changes I've ever seen on people who literally look nothing like their before and after pictures. So subscribe so you can keep up with my new topics that I'm going to cover. Improving your looks is not about intentions or motivation. It's about repetition, repeated every single day, that has a compounding effect on your attractiveness. There are certain things that I will cover that will exponentially increase your looks, but trying to do something in every area will increase your sexual market value drastically. This will also cause you to possibly burn out if you try to do too many things at once. So slowly build these habits over time and you will truly start to see a change in your appearance that you thought was impossible. Thanks for watching and subscribe for more.